Alright, so in addition to my roasted vegetables, I'm going to make a pork chop with a balsamic glaze. So I'm going to start by putting salt and pepper directly on the meat. Healthy dose of both. And then also some coriander and some fennel seed and some paprika. And you have to remember the paprika is going to brown really quickly. So just keep that in mind when you're cooking the pork chop. Now, my technique for seasoning meat is basically just to season it until you can see it. And stop there. Now, one thing you definitely want to do before you cook meat so that it browns nicely is just pat it dry with a paper towel. So make sure you do that. Just like I said, pat the tops dry before you season it with a paper towel. Release any of that excess moisture, and so that you're getting nice and crisp crunch on the outside from the beginning. Alright, so this is what my pork chop looks like. It's pretty thick, so I'm going to cook it for probably like 5 minutes on each side, but we'll see how it goes. I'm in the middle of heating up a pan with about a tablespoon of olive oil in it on the stove. Pull the pork chop over. So this is what the pork chop looks like. Very pretty. And like I said, I'm going to try for about 5 minutes on each side, but it's really just a monitor thing because obviously it depends how thick your pork chop is. Alright, so I flipped the pork chop after about 4 minutes. And this is what it looks like right now on the one side. Like I said, it's very pretty and brown. And I'm going to cook it on the other side until it's cooked through. And in just a second, I'm going to pull out my roasted vegetables to let them start cooling and get ready to serve. And then I just have to deglaze the pan for my balsamic sauce, and dinner is ready. So I put the roast vegetables in. Like I said, they were supposed to cook for an hour. But basically in 40 minutes and 20 minutes of active time, I have a very delicious pork I cooked already and all the pan drippings, all that stuff. I'm adding a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and I'm going to let that reduce for a second on low heat. And once some of that cooks off and becomes syrupy, I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. So we're just letting the water cook out of that. Now I'm adding my butter, letting it melt, mix in. And I'm going to put this glaze over both the vegetables and the pork chop on the plate. That way I'm getting all the nice brown flavor